now I want to do a little something. This a little observation I made. Obviously, in Latin America, our indigenous people are going to be, the first migrations into the continent, and in north of, northern tier, like, northern, like USA and Canada and all that. A lot of them got more recent ancestry that came from Asia. It's just a fact, and the DNA proves that. So I mean, we're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna take the drastic difference between an indigenous Canadian and an indigenous Mayan, Guatemalan, whatever, right? So this girl's Guatemalan, Mayan, adoptee, all that. So she is 99.9% indigenous American, and everything else is 0%, 0, and then she got 0.1% unassigned. So yeah, this is Guatemalan Mayan, adoptee, 99.9% indigenous American, no Asian, none of that. Alright, so just check out her maternal haplogroup just cause. Then she got really low Neanderthal, whatnot, 53%. That's weird. That's rare. That's rare for somebody with such high American Indian, but that's besides the point. Let's go into the Native Canadian now. Let's check that out. This dude's Dene, from Canada. I think it says it, where they're from exactly. Yeah, look. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Look at the difference. And this is a full-blooded Dene. It's not mixed. Look, 0.0% European, 0% everything else. They just got indigenous. It's full blood. Full blood. Alright, but look at the difference in these answers. And they got 0.2% broadly Melanesian. That's cool. Let's start low first. 4.5% Central and South Asian. Central Asian, Northern India, and Pakistan, 3.3%, and then broadly Central and South Asian, 1.2%. Well, I've heard that like the Dene language, whatever, it has I don't know, there's related languages in Asia, but I'm not sure about all that. I'm not too studied up on that, but yeah. So it's a Dene. I'm saying that right, Dene. You know what I mean? As results, and you just got 46. Okay, so in total, 93.6% East Asian and Indigenous Americans. But look at the Indigenous American difference between the Mayan. The Mayan was 99.9%. This Dene dude is 46.9%. That's it. Not even 47% Indigenous American. And they got 29.2% Northern Asian. 28.7% of that being Manchurian and Mongolian, and then 0.5% broadly Northern Asian, 0.4% Chinese and Southeast Asian, and then broadly East Asian and Indigenous Americans, 17.1%. We're gonna include that in the Asian, because if you can't tell the difference, that just means it's too broad. So there was no broadly anything on the Mayan girls' results. So look at the difference. The dude's basically over half Asian. Only 47.9% Indigenous American confirmed. I mean, of course they're full-blooded Dene. I'm not taking that from them. Of course they're still indigenous. It's not to knock Northern natives. I'm just saying, indigenous Latin Americans, come from the first waves into this continent. There was no mixture between any other groups since that wave came down into the Americas. So yeah, that was just a cool little observation I made. And but again, it's all love for all our northern. I got a Dene homie, man. It's all love for all my northern native friends and all that. But indigenous Latin Americans, those were the first waves into the continent. They didn't, there's no mixture with more recent waves from Asia. So, but still, it's all love though. I'm just saying it's a cool little observation. So I mean, technically, northern natives kind of are the first mestizos. But they are. I mean, look at my Bolivian homegirls results, because they're right here anyways, right? She's like only 69.2% Indigenous American, but only 0.2% of that is, okay, 0.4% of that. 0.3, okay, 0.3, 0.2, what's that? 0.5, 0.6, 0.7% of that is something else, something else. But still, that's so low compared to the Northern Native dude. She got 68.5% Indigenous American, and the 0.7% other stuff. And yeah, and but over 1/4 of our ancestry isn't indigenous. So that's crazy that somebody who's got recent non-indigenous ancestry would come back with so much more indigenous American than somebody who's full-blooded from a tribe in Canada. So yeah, again, it's all love. It's all in the Canadians out there. It's haplogroup A2, and then maternal haplogroup QF1096, and then 99% more Neanderthal variants and other 23andme customers. That's cool though. So but yeah, it's all love for Northern Indians. But yeah, y'all kind of the first mestizos on the continent, if we're being real, because that's recent ancestry. That's not that didn't get here on the first waves into the continent. But yeah, again, it's all love to our northern relatives and all that. Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for watching.